Hi, my name is Jen, and I'm in Mr. Miguel's Psychology 1 class from 7 to 10 on Tuesday nights. And this is the Do Your Best challenge. And the point of the challenge is just to do your best for 24 hours or just a full day of doing your absolute best. And when Mr. Miguel assigned this challenge, I was actually pretty nervous. I didn't know what to do. But at the same time, I was kind of excited because I actually never did my absolute best in anything for like the entire day. Like, you have your ups and downs, you have like work, you have school, and sometimes all that stress can go down on you, and then like, oh, like you don't want to do whatever you want to do. So this is kind of interesting on how the output would come out into this challenge. So when I started this challenge, I usually wake up like around 8 or 9, and I usually stay in my bed and just scroll through my social media, whatever goes through it, and then actually finally get up and get dressed and go to school or study for a little bit. But today, I actually got up right when my alarm came out, and I felt good. I went to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face and everything just to get the day started. And I started getting ready. And usually I don't eat breakfast because I'm usually always in a rush from waking up late or something or getting up late. But I actually made some breakfast. I made some eggs with rice, and it felt good, just waking up, making breakfast, actually having time to do all that stuff. And it felt pretty great, like doing the best in your morning routine can actually help you with the rest of your day. So that felt good. And usually before class, which my first class is sociology, which is 1 to 2:15. And before that, I usually study like a couple hours before, or like go over any homework assignments that I didn't do, or just to finish up the rest of the homework assignments I didn't do. So either I usually go to our school library or our Starbucks, which I do work at. So today I actually decided to go to Starbucks and finish up like any last minute homework that I needed to do, which is kind of bad but kind of good because like I'm actually finishing it. But yeah, so I went in there and I got my usual coffee, and I actually felt good enough to pay for the customer behind me, and I actually felt pretty good because um, doing your best, and like it's like do your best. Paying for someone's order behind you is kind of like not in the mix, but it's kind of in the mix because you're actually doing a good deed and then helping out someone that is in need, even if they aren't in need. So paying for the customer actually brightened their day, which brightened my day to actually motivate me for the rest of the day to do my best, if that makes sense. So I finished up my studying, and I had like at least 30 minutes to spare for my class, and usually before 30 minutes, I usually just relax or like watch whatever's on Netflix, and then I go to class. But I actually decided to leave a little bit earlier so I can actually find some parking a little bit closer to my class, so I can, just not have trouble finding parking in the school parking lot when it's really hectic around between like 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. because that's when usually every students usually have their classes. So it felt good finding parking, and I got into class, and I usually just wait for the teacher to start her lecture and to take all my stuff out. But right when I got into class, I took my notebook out. I took all the stuff that I needed to turn in or whatever we're gonna go over through the day. And through usually I just listen to the professor, or just listen to her and just observe and just try to obtain the information through my ears. And then at the end of the day, I'll go back and then wait for her to post the lecture that she did in class onto Canvas, in which I would go there and just do my own notes and stuff. And today I actually just wrote everything down she was saying, trying to obtain while writing so I can get more information, while also maintaining like a proper listening so I can actually hear and understand what she's saying rather than just writing notes down. So that actually felt good too, because when I would just go home and wait for her to upload the lecture notes, I would not really do good on the test. Well, not supposed to do good on the test, but I would not understand it as well because I'm doing everything on my own. So writing down the notes in class while also asking questions on like how to understand it more often is really good in my opinion, and it felt really good. So after class, I have 5 hours from my sociology class to my psychology class with Mr. Miguel. So usually in that 5 hours, I would just do anything personal, like run errands or finish up homework or do whatever I need to do. So I actually spent my time planning out the 5 hours to just to get more organized and stuff, to make everything more simpler. So I split my 5 hours into 1 hour of studying, 30 minutes of running errands, 30 minutes of personal, like taking a nap or something, and then 2 hours of more homework, like finishing up assignments, and then I would do another hour of like just studying, like no homework or anything, and then the last hour I would just finish up any errands that I didn't finish up in the beginning. So planning out my day and just making everything more organized actually felt more like less hectic and less stressful than just having like, oh, okay, I'll do this right now, then this now. And having a set schedule actually really relieved my stress over like the load that goes on my back and stuff. So before psychology, I usually go home and get like water bottles or anything that I need for class, or like my laptop charger or anything. And then once I head over to Mr. Miguel's class, and it's a 7 to 10 p.m. class, so parking is not really a big thing to worry about when trying to find parking like close to the class. So that was a good thing. And yeah, so psychology goes through, I take my notes and all that, just how I did in my sociology class. And then after class, I start to go home, and usually sometimes before, I usually go to wherever I need to go, and if I'm hungry, I'll go grab a bite to eat. And that costs a little bit money, but I decided to save up and just go home and either eat a home-cooked meal or make something at the house and save money. And yeah, and then I usually finish up my night with a nice shower, and then a little bit of studying, just a little bit, just to catch up with everything or finish up any homeworks that is that's due for the next day, or and if the assignment's pretty easy, then I would go for like the ones that are due weeks in advance, such as like starting an essay. I would start on like my introduction, and then go over the what's that thing called, the prompt, and then I would put more information throughout the days that I get to work on it. So yeah, that's my do your best challenge. Whoever's watching, I challenge you to do your best for 24 hours and see how that output turns out, because I know this motivates me to do my absolute best in everything now, and it makes me feel good about myself, and I hope once you do this, it makes you feel good about yourself. Thank you.